Here is the number 2 way that you are driving agent productivity into the ground. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you the number 1 way that leaders absolutely paralyze their agents and shut them down. It's John Cheplack coming to you, still here enjoying beautiful Lake Tahoe and the landscaper in the background. And I want to talk to you about driving agent productivity. Number 1 rule that you need to keep in mind, you can't make a human being productive. So stop telling them that in the interview. Guarantee that most of you have agents that are on your team or in your environment that you told them that you would make them productive. Well, we can talk later in the video how to fight that battle. Right now, what I want you to do though is know going forward where you are absolutely killing productivity for a lot of your agents. And it's the principle, and we hear so many cliches and principles, but rarely do people go underneath and define it further. Less is more. Let me give you an example. Say for an example, an agent you're holding accountable needs to make 200 calls a week. They've made a commitment. They've declared that commitment to you. And it's congruent with the income that they want to develop for the year. And you come back to them a week later, you check in with them, holding them accountable. By the way, 90% of most leaders hold agents accountable the wrong way. That's the number 1 mistake right there. And so here's what happens. You come and you check in and that agent says, I made 60 calls. Okay, great. So what got in the way? Well, this and this and this and this. Great. Do you want to recommit? Absolutely. Great, they recommit. But where you need to go to is, first of all, most leaders, they don't ask the questions the right way. And again, that's the accountability fracture that most leaders have. But here's what I want you to really capture in this is notice that we're asking the questions the right way. What did you commit to? Okay, where are you at versus where you said you would be? How do you bridge the gap from what you said you would do based on what you did do? Do you want to recommit? Okay, what's going to get in the way over the next 7 days? So now let's go to week 2. And this is where I see the number 2 reason you are just shutting down productivity. So we're at week 2. Agent committed to, 100 or 200 calls. Same number as the prior week, okay? Fell short again. They fell short again, right? Maybe they hit 60 or 70 and the number was supposed to be 100. Maybe they hit 140 and the number is supposed to be 200. Here's what you do. You keep telling them, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more, because it's a standard, because it's an expectation. Well, sometimes what you need to do, back it down and get them a victory. Back them down and get it a victory. I had a gentleman on a coaching call, said he was going to make 200 recruiting calls in a week while running a high volume branch. Listen, I knew what the answer was going to be. But you know what? You got to allow people to experience it. No, you can't do that much. You need to back it down. No, let them have the experience. You got to slow down the process, speed up the outcome. What I allowed him to do was have self-discovery. And this is whether it's someone that's recruiting or it's someone that is an agent that's in sales. Let them have the discovery. They come back the next week, 250 recruiting calls, and they made 60. All right, what would you notice? Great, what do you want to recommit to? Well, I'm going to get 200. Let them go again. Okay, fine, let you. Now watch this. Now I come back and we see this pattern. They didn't hit it. And so then I ask the question, when is the last time you ever made 200 calls in a week? Never. Okay, what's the most you've ever done? See, back it down. Even if the most they've ever done doesn't map up to your standards or expectations, it's okay. Get them a victory first. You get so hell-bent on this, you got to make X calls or you got to send Y text message, you got to send Z emails, and they're not doing it over and over. What are you going to do? You're just going to keep fighting it? No, because here is the process. Number 1, back it down. When someone keeps coming back week after week after week, let them self-discover that, hey, you know something? I'm not keeping my commitments, right? And they're feeling down. It doesn't feel good to come back in an accountable relationship and continue to not deliver. It does not feel good. And so what you've got to do, and sure, we've got to have discomfort, in the process of growth, but you know what? You've got to put some comfort in there too. That comfort is a victory, because if I can get you a victory, right, I'm going to get you confidence. Now I've got you some confidence, then I can get you some momentum, and we can climb up to that number. So pure and simple. When someone keeps falling short of their number, but they want to keep committing to that number, stop charging them. You can do it. Do more. Do more. Stop telling people do more. Start partnering with the people you lead in getting a victory. And a lot of times it needs to be less. so they can have that experience, that feeling. Because losing every single week, right? I didn't hit it again. I didn't hit it again. I didn't hit it again. Like, morale is going to go in the tank. Get people a victory, okay? Get people a victory. Really simple. Someone needs to make 100 calls a week. They make 60. They recommit for another 100. They make 65. Third week, let's get 100 this week. No, maybe get it down to 75, because 75 is still a stretch. See, everything big is built on the back of micro commitments. Lead that way with the framework. And this type of thought process, this type of approach, instead of the guru, do more, shoot for the stars, all that stuff's bull. It's a bunch of crap. Because you can take a look at your roster and tell me what percentage of your people are actually living in that, just driving for more. And I mean living it, not just saying it. Meet people where they're at. That's how you drive massive productivity. And that's how you take someone who may be struggling, you turn them into a winner. That's how you take someone who's doing good and turn them into great. Micro commitments. Hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. They're all Saturdays to me, as I enjoy some time here in Tahoe. Talk to you soon.